Hi guys, it is Lauren and Alex,
Hi.
and hi. And we're back this week, still thinking about technology in these weird times. We're talking this week about apps that help us with our mental health. So, like a lot of you guys, we spend a lot of time on technology right now. And technology has some downsides for mental health, but it can also be used as a really great tool. There's so many apps and programs out there to explore, and we wanted to just review with you a couple ones that we use. So, Alex, I'm excited to hear what you picked. Why don't you go first?
Sure. All right. So I'm going to share two that I use the most often and that I feel are the most helpful for me. The first one is called Cove, and Cove is basically a musical journal. So you capture how you're feeling at that time. You capture your mood, and you basically can store music that you create in this app, and then you can just basically make your own playlist. They give you options where you can choose different, like I said, moods. You can choose a color that relates to your mood. You can choose different tones. There's all different styles of beats you can use, and it's also just very aesthetically pleasing. It's very pretty to look at, so I really enjoyed that too. And I'm not necessarily a musical person, but the way that they have it set up on the app, they make it pretty easy to maneuver and makes me feel like I am a little musically talented. So I really enjoyed that one, and I highly recommend.
That's cool. I have to try that. And I like the idea, like sometimes I don't always know what words to like describe what's going on. So like having colors and music and like other options to do that, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, it was different. And like you said, I liked that I didn't need to have the words. If anything, any words that I needed were already given to me. I just had to choose them. And then I got to still kind of express myself in a different way. So, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about a journaling one that is a little bit different, but also kind of is like a good check-in. It's called Gratitude, and you can add in images or affirmations or really short entries like this thing, like I'm grateful today that they made my coffee really well at Starbucks, or like I'm grateful today because I was really pleased with the outfit I picked out, like just small stuff. And I like that it saves it in there because then you can go back and kind of see if you need like a reminder, like you can go back and see over the last like week or so, what are all the things that sort of like touched you over the week. So I really like that one. And I know we've talked about gratitude and how it does improve mood. And even during these like weird, uncertain times, just finding those little things is key for me to like feel good.
Yeah. And I like how it's, like you said, I like how it's saved, because it's nice sometimes to reflect on that stuff, and it's on your phone, and we always have our phones. So if you ever need a reminder, it's right there. So that's
exactly.
Awesome.
Like I always have high hopes. I like buy a pretty journal. I'm like, we're doing like,
it sounds like a good idea.
It always sounds like a good idea. I do it for a couple of days and then I don't do it. But on my phone, I have it in my hand all the time. So I'm just more likely to do it if it's on my phone.
Yeah, makes sense. That's an awesome one. I like that. I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
So I have one other one to share. This one is called Deeply, and Deeply has a whole bunch of things to offer. So for example, they have sleep stories, they have sleep music, they have meditations, they have breathing exercises, different like soundscape. And they also have a way where you can connect to your Spotify too. But basically, it's just there's quite a few of these kind of apps, which I think is really great, because there's different variations of it. There might be different stories on certain apps. There might be different voices or different songs. So I like having a lot of options, and this is just the newest one that I've been using, but I really like how there's a little bit of everything. They also have videos too, and some of the videos use almost like cartoons in the videos, which is fun to watch, and it just kind of keeps you interested. It's definitely not boring, and I like that about it, because I think sometimes for me, at least when I'm thinking of like meditation or breathing exercises, like that doesn't sound too exciting to me. But again, this is another app like the one I said before, that it's nice to look at and it's very pleasing to the eye, which matters actually when it comes to apps that you're going to use, especially like for your mental health. So yeah.
Absolutely. I want to try that too. So the next one that I'm talking about is kind of like that, but I haven't seen the video component, so I'm excited to try deeply. But I use this one called Insight Timer, and it's kind of the same in that it has both meditations, guided meditations, like ambient noise, sound healing, which is interesting sound. It's like calming. But what I use it specifically for is, like you said, it took me so long to find a voice that didn't annoy me. Because like the worst is when you turn on a guided meditation and it's an annoying voice to you, and you're just like, I can't even, this isn't peaceful now, I'm angry.
Yeah, just the opposite.
Yeah. And so I'll link it, but I found this woman named Sarah Blondin on Insight Timer, and for some reason we just vibe. Like her voice is so calming to me, and her messages are about like practicing compassion for yourself. And they're short, because I have a short attention span. And it's just like a good reminder during the day, like those messages that I need to hear, but I can't always remember to tell myself. I love it.
That's awesome. It's always nice to have like that trustworthy app that you can rely on. So yeah, so like we said, these are just some of the apps that we use, and we did make a conscious effort to include apps that are free, or at least have most of the features that are free, because we were doing our own research and looking into apps, and a lot of them are not, which is really unfortunate. So we want to make sure that we are showing you ones that we really think that could be helpful and also aren't going to cost anything, because you shouldn't have to pay for that when there is free options out there. And we'll probably every once in a while include different apps that we're maybe into in videos, or maybe we'll randomly just send you some apps to try out. But hopefully this gets you inspired to maybe do some searching on your own, or maybe start using apps that you have, or maybe just get you aware that there are apps out there that could be helpful for many different things. So hopefully that encourages some searching. And we hope you have a really great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.